Hello! Hello! Welcome! Come on in! Don't stand there. Come on in. Would you like something to drink? Can I get you something to drink? Maybe a bite to eat? Welcome. David 5, I'm your host. I'm BlackCat. What's going on, guys? Good to see everybody. It is, what's today? It's today. I know what today is. Today is Wednesday, Vape at 5. We're going to do something pretty fun today. We're going to take a look at the Haze mod. Now, time for new intro music. Thank you, Church. I will look into that directly. I received the Haze mod about, I don't know. I think it was about a week ago. And long anticipated. There had been a lot of talk about it. And it's limited access to getting to it and things like that. So it's really a special device, and I'm really proud to own it. And today really is just me showing off. That's all it is. Like, don't think for a second that I'm not like you ever see videos of people that like show these like incredible objects that you'll never ever be able to obtain. Now, I'm not saying that this is like an unattainable object, but what I am saying is that like that's kind of what this is. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like that because it's like, you know, these aren't going to be readily available. When you do a review for something, typically it's for an object that you can purchase. So you're reviewing it to see what are the pros, what are the cons, what are things that you like about it. Are the cons something you can live with? And are the pros something that is really important to you in a device? And that helps you with your decision when you're going to buy something. This is not something you can buy. This is something that there's limited amount of them. They've all been sold. So with that, I'm going to go through and just show it off a little bit, talk a little bit about the specs and things of that nature, and just give a really basic overview of the device. And yeah, that's where we're going to go. Then we have a packed day. I have got to work through this very quickly because I'm going to do a build after that because we have a giveaway today. Now, you're asking yourself, you're saying self, what's on this giveaway? Well, the giveaway is fantastic. The giveaway is going to be for 2 30 mils of Adore liquid and 2 sets of coils made personally by the BlackCat. One I made yesterday. Do you hate people who talk in third person by the BlackCat? I've never done that before until I took on the BlackCat persona. It's like my own YouTube thing. Now I'm big time, so I talk about talk about myself in third person because I'm huge. Lady Gaga of YouTube, for Christ's sakes. Anyway, so we're going to have 2 sets of my coils. Both I make live. One I made yesterday, which are the Johnny Rockets, and then another set I make today after this showcase review of the Haze mod. So let's jump right in, shall we? And let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Participants. Anarchy Coiled. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Andy C. What's up, Andy? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Glad you are here, sir. Move that over just a touch. There we go. Raja, I'm a math teacher. Thank God you're not a math teacher. I would have failed. You're very unfair. You would be an extremely unfair math teacher. That's all I know. So if you were one, you would be extremely unfair, and I probably would have. BlackcatWhiteface Vapes, that's me. I'm giddy. I'm happy. Now, thinking about what's going on with BlackCat. Well, let me tell you, today was the last day I work for a week. So, taking a little, wife and I are taking a little getaway. A little getaway to a little romantic getaway. Wife and I, just the wife and I. We're, doing what adults do when they go and get getaways. Which is probably like watch a lot of TV now. We're going to a psychic fair tomorrow. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Or not tomorrow, that's on Sunday. So I'm not really into that stuff. My wife is. Should be kind of funny. I've never done it before, so get a psychic reading, all that stuff. Probably be kind of neat. You know, a new experience like that. Who knows? Probably fun. Bob, I'm not even going to try for that last name because it's probably a pseudonym for something funny. But, Bob, I'm glad you're here. Bones Cascada. What's up, Bones? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Cal's Irons. What's up, Cal's? How you doing, man? Charlie. What's up, Starly? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Clint. He ain't on my fucking lawn. He's in my heart, though. Clint is in my heart. And my lawn. Lawn heart. How you doing, Clint? Good to see you. Clutch! Your partner's up there. Starly. What's up, dude? How you doing, Clutch? Good to see you. Colin Manning. What's up, Colin? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Colin, I showcased on Monday. I have received your coils, and all the juice and everything that you sent. I really appreciate it. Everybody here, BlackCat fam, appreciates it. Got you on the list. You are about a month away. About a month away, we'll feature you. So thanks for showing up, Colin. Good to see you. Danny Davies. What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here. DB Squonks. How's them hands, DB? Saw some pictures of you there with your hands. They didn't look too bad. Hopefully they're doing better, and hopefully you're feeling better, man. That's a heck of an operation you got there. Hope things are going well for you. James, what's up, James? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Jeff Seller. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Sealer. He put his name. He spelled his name out like phonetically. Is that how you say it? Phonetically. You know what I mean? He likes Siler. It's funny he wants me to call him Siler. Sealer. Jeff, let me explain something to you. If you've watched this show long enough to know that I don't say anything right, and I never ever say anybody's name right, and once I start saying it that way, that's just the way it's said in the BlackCat fan on the BlackCat show. Good to see you, Jeff. Glad you're here. KLR420. What's up, 420? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Colby. What's up, Colby? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Lou motherfucking Ferrigno. What's up, Lou? How you doing, Dick? Great to see you, man. Glad you're here. Mad Max Vapes. What's up, Mad Max? How you doing, man? I fucking love... Dude, let me tell you, Mad Max movies were the best. The second one, I think, what was the second one where they had like the petroleum plant? And Mad Max was like trapped in the petroleum plant. They had all them like crazy Australian bikers. There's nothing crazier than Australian bikers. They were fucking nuts. Or that, they had the little kid with the boomerang. You like chop that guy's head off. Didn't he chop a head off? Somebody. They chased him at the end. Like, that's the best thing about Mad Max movies. The car chases at the end were the fucking best. The car chases in like the new one, Thunder Road, with that one cat. I forget that guy's name, but Charlize Theron is in it. Driver. It's a car chase. The entire movie is a car chase. So much fun. Such a good movie. Where am I at? Mike Cam. What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Nate Frederick. What's up, Nate? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Not my first Kyle Jones. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. O.R. Church. What's up? Otis Redding Church. Good to see you. Paul Casper. Good to see you, my brother. Philly Vapes. What's up, Philly? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Rick McCraw. What's up, Rick? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Snare One. What's up, Snare? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Subaru. What's up, Subaru? Nerd Vapes. Subaru Nerd. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Taking a motherfucking boot with Smith is in the house. What's up, Smith? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. And Todd Black. What's up, Todd? How you doing? Mrs. Treefog Wifey. How you doing, Wifey? Good to see you, honey. Glad you're here. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Wood Tick Mike. Good to see you guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining. All right, back into the live chat. So, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Big vape. Got the knurled purge with the BTFC. Now you're like, why do you have so many BTFCs? I fucking love the BTFC. I do. And it's not so much, it is just a fantastic, the flavor off this thing is fucking fantastic. And I don't know how many of these like I'll end up having, but I just keep buying them. I just keep buying them and putting them on everything. Every device I have one on. I don't think it's the best looking RDA, but for the price, I just think you can't beat it. For a dual coil and the price, like I don't think you can beat the BTFC right now. My choice, that or the Warrior, which are the two RDAs I've really used this year exclusively, are the two best RDAs of 2018, in my opinion. When I'm talking about that, I'm referring to production RDAs. What I mean by production RDAs that were produced in mass, not just like one-off RDAs, or ones that are limited that you have to wait or get on list to get. To mass production, you can go to Vapor DNA today and buy it for a reasonable amount of money. The BTFC and the Warrior are the two best dual coil RDAs on the market right now. All right, so what's up, Miguel? How you doing, man? Good to see you. JTH, good to see you. Good to see you. There she is. What's up, Jane? All right, so today we are going to take a look at a mod I purchased, not for the purpose of a review, not for the purpose of anything other than I wanted this mod, and I wanted it pretty bad. I really did. Now, Jai Haze, as you know, is a reviewer, entertainer, personality here on YouTube. He is he designs vape products. He's got several products that he's designed and designing. Started out with the 502 RDA. He's also got the Jenna RDA, which is also coming out soon, and he created his first device, the Haze mod. Now, the Haze mod was in cooperation with Vicious Ant. So the production numbers for this version, which is the original Stabwood version, were 100. They made 100 of these mods. Jay didn't make any money on these. He basically made them broke even, I believe. From what I understand, I don't want to talk about his money situation, but what I understand, he really didn't make a whole lot of money on these, and they were priced around $500 US per mod, which in the grand scheme of things for higher end devices is really kind of in that middle range. It's not extremely high. It's not obviously not a lower cost high end, about that mid range of high end, what you would expect to pay for a nice Stabwood mod. A lot of Stabwood mods you'll see are $700-800. That's pretty, like, that's not something you would have sticker shock from if you were looking to get a Stabwood mod. Hey Juan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So he made 100 of these. Now he made these available to people that are on his Patreon. They went on sale during the day a few weeks ago, I believe, like early afternoon, like noon, 1 o'clock, and they were gone by an hour or 2 hours later. They were gone. How he did it was he just tiered it through his Patreon system, and if you were a patron and high enough tier, then you would get an opportunity to buy one. And as soon as it opened up for the tiers, people just went on and bought. I got the. I knew what day he was going to do it, or I knew it was coming up. He never told anybody exactly when he was going to do it, and I think that was smart. He just like, you know what, I'm gonna, which he could have sold them a lot quicker if he would have, but he was like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of make it like a surprise. We knew it was going to be during the day. He had kind of told us that, and then on the day that they were released, yeah, thank you, wifey. I love mine too. I'll explain, talk about when I bought it and all that as well. So the day they were released, I was watching, and a message came out and said, "Hey, first tier is opening up, and they will have their first pick of the mods, and then second tier is going to be open, and a third tier, fourth tier, and it was just going to work its way down." My level of Patreon, I didn't really think there was much hope of me getting one, quite frankly. I thought they would already be gone by then. And they pretty much, there was a few, there was maybe, I don't know exactly how many were left, but it wasn't a lot of them. But when it opened up, I saw it immediately when it opened up. The message came up that it was open to my tier, and I went immediately on the site. So I was like one of the first. I want to say, when I got on the site, and this is how I know that I was one of the first people, when I got on the site, there was no traffic. Like, I wasn't getting any lag in the site. I was able to go back and forth, look at all of them, go all the way down and look through them. There was no lag. Later, like about 10 minutes later, when I was checking out, the lag was awful because people were on there and they were just blowing the Vicious Ant site up to get to see it. So I knew that I had gotten on there. I didn't know at first, but after I was done, I was like, I must have been one of the first people in my tier to get on here because there was no traffic on the site yet. So as I was scrolling through them, they're all beautiful and they're all unique in their own way. But I thought when I saw this one, I was like, this one's the most unique. I was like, and quite frankly, when I first logged on the site, I didn't know for sure I was going to get it because it's a $500 investment. I was like, I don't know if I can actually float that, but I did want to see what was available, and I wanted one, but I just didn't know if I could pull the trigger. When I saw this one, I was like, I'm getting it. This is worth it. This one is special, and so that's how I felt. So anyway, I bought it. Vicious Ant, if you've ever bought anything from Vicious Ant, they're like the best company ever to get stuff from. They're out of the Philippines. They do all their production and everything out of the Philippines. Beautiful devices. Everything, like the Spade is, if you've seen the Spade, it's an absolutely gorgeous device, man. They have a 21700 Spade that just came out. I believe yesterday was the first availability, like on their site, and they're just gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous mods. This is no exception to that rule. So, without further ado, let's take it down. Leighton, are you coming down? Leighton's coming down to talk. What's going on, man?
Here's the old one.
That is the old one.
Can you clean that tip for me?
That's not dirty. Why would you want? You can just take it right off.
That is dirty.
We'll take it off.
But wouldn't I have to change this out?
Change what out?
The coil, because it's all nasty. It's been sitting.
Yeah, oh, you got to pour it out. Yeah. Do you have another coil for it?
No, that's what I came down here to ask you.
I don't have one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have one for that. That's a smock beast, man. I probably
just hit it and try it then.
No, that looks disgusting. It looks like blood's in there. Hold on. Let me show you what he wants me to hit. This is what he wants me to hit. You see how red that is? How long's that been in there?
A couple months, maybe.
Why would, okay, dump that out. Dump that out immediately. You can't really clean those coils. Those are factory made coils.
Are these good batteries?
I mean, they're rewraps. They're rewraps. They're LG chocolate rewraps. I mean, they're good for this device. I don't know how. I think they're over a year old.
Now, can I use this on my other one?
You can take it off. But you got to clean it out.
But I should be able to reuse this coil?
It's been in there how long? About a year?
No, a couple months.
I mean, I don't know. I don't use those factory coils. You can go up to the vape shop and ask them for smock beast coils, and they'll give you some.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they sell them every day, don't they?
Yeah.
They do?
That's a popular one.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I gave him my old smock setup from I don't know, it's over 2 years ago. Like when I very first started vaping. I fucking got a smock and I had the Beast. Which is an awesome tank, by the way. I love the Beast. I thought the Beast was a fantastic tank. I set a fire alarm off once with the Beast. All right, so back to what we were doing. Yeah, they'll have them. We have a vape shop in our town. It's awful, but they'll have smock. They have all smock products. All right, without further ado, let me grab the mod here. Wipe my hands off. All right, and let's take a look at the Haze mod. Bring this down here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Move it up, move this down just a touch. All right, so excuse my terrible build, Matt, which is all beat up from, as you guys obviously know. So when you receive a Haze mod, it comes in this leather-bound case. On the front here has a J symbol, the name of the mod, which is the Haze mod, and DNA 75C. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the DNA 75C. This is my first 75C mod. It works similar to the 75. I'll show you. It works similar. It's got a theme on it. The theme on it is Jay's theme, and I'll show you guys that as well. The mod comes in this case here, so if you can kind of see how it actually comes. Just a touch. Right there. So you have it inlet here and set into the box. This is something that I want to show you. This is the authenticity card. I've never seen this before. This may be something that some high-end companies do, but I've never seen it. The authenticity card has your name, the mod, the number, which is number 29, the hybrid stabwood stainless steel, which is the type, DNA 75, which is the chip, has the date purchased, which is 2018, and the date made, which is 2018. And of course, it says Jai Haze, Vicious Ant, picture of your mod on the card. This is like a driver's license. Picture of your mod on the card. How fucking cool is that? Isn't that like the coolest fucking touch ever? I thought this was so classy when I got it. I was like, that is totally something I would see Jay doing. But absolutely, just a very impressive, very nice little thing to throw in there with it. I don't know how the transfer of the mod will go. If I transfer this mod to someone else, I don't know if they get their own personalized card. I would assume you probably could get one if you contacted Vicious Ant, or if you went through Jay, you could probably get a card. But this card is with me, and it has my purchase here, everything. So something that I can keep no matter whatever were to happen. It comes in this really, really nice case. Now the lighting isn't perfect here, so you're not getting the full idea of what the mod looks like, but it just pops right out there. I'll try to get it to balance out the best I can. Here is the front of the mod. Stabwood mod, you're looking at 87 millimeters long, 50 millimeters across, and the shape of the mod is about 32.5 millimeters here and 27.5 millimeters here. Bottom of the mod, if you can see that, take it down just There we go. Get that in focus. Bottom of the mod says the serial number, which is number 29, the Jai Haze symbol, and Vicious Ant. Side here. That's the back of the mod. Front. There's the top. Vicious Ant 510 pin, which is a floating 510 pin. As you screw something down on it, the threads are very, very nice. You're not going to fuck them up. You'll feel a little resistance. You just force it down in there all the way. It does not spring loaded, so you'll have to actually raise and lower it. If you push it all the way down, you'll have to raise it back up if the 510 is too shallow. The ergonomics or the design of this mod are fucking fantastic. One thing about it that I'm left-handed, so I vape like this. Okay, that's how I hold my mod, is I vape it like this. You can see here that the button is in perfect position for somebody who's left-handed. But then again, if you change it to your right hand, it's exactly the same. Perfectly fit right for where the button is, no matter how you hold it. So it's not a left-handed mod or a right-handed mod, it's both. I actually think that it's more comfortable in your left hand because of the shape here. It just feels more comfortable to me than it does in the right hand. I mean, I guess you could argue that, but I really like the way it feels in the hand. I mean, the way it's designed. He has grooves here for the fingers, as you can kind of see there, how beautiful that is. I mean, the shape of this mod is just perfect. He mentioned in his, is it heavy? Hey, Jose, how you doing? No, it's not. It's not heavy at all. Really, really good weight. I'm going to put a 21700 in it, so I'll get a better idea of what it weighs. I don't know the actual weight, but it's not heavy. I mean, compared to like a mech mod, not even close. Stab wood is typically pretty light, so yeah, the original version that he did had a replaceable casing. So you could basically take the casing off and put another casing on. It also had a metal plate that went here instead of exposed stab wood that you have here. Dial down. And it did not have this touch here, which I really, really love. The buttons here are made out of stab wood and they match the stab wood. It's the same piece of stab wood that this is made from. So if you look here, these are all matched perfectly with the mod, and it's the same thing on every mod. No matter what mod you get, these buttons will completely match from the same piece of stab wood that is from. And that is just a gorgeous, beautiful touch, man, to me. The original one, I believe these were steel, and I think these were steel as well. You change that. Here is Jai Haze on the bottom of the mod. I think it's really classy how he did it. You know, it's not overwhelming on the mod. I mean, it's still a brand. He still branded it, which I mean, you're going to do with your own personalized device. But he didn't. You know, I think the original one that he had Jai Haze all the way across here, and then he changed it to down here, which I really think was a good idea. I think that is just absolutely perfect. The size of it, putting it down there on the steel, looks perfect. The 510, so it's a 21700. You can adjust it to a 18650 by just placing the battery in this casing. Another amazing touch that comes with the mod is you get an 810 Argoon style drip tip that I haven't taken out of the casing here, or taken out of the bag yet, that matches your mod. So this matches my mod. Isn't that fucking cool? So if you're using like whatever RDA you decide to use that accommodates an 810 or Goon style drip tip, basically you can matchy with that. So absolutely gorgeous touch, I thought. Again, 18650 replacement. The battery here, so there is a spring loaded underneath the 510 battery connector there that basically you can, let me move it here so you can see it better. So it'll adjust with the battery. So when you put the battery in here, I'll put a 21700 in, it bounces a little bit against that. So when you close this up, you'll actually feel it catch and then securely get in there. And what that does, get this on here right. Put the battery door back on. The battery, you don't unscrew it. It's basically just a fasten. So, sorry, here. And press it down. And it goes right in. So it's just one turn and it goes on there. Again, there's a serial number, the Jai Haze emblem. But if you listen, there's no battery rattle. And it's because that 510 pin is spring, the bottom has a spring on it. So when you push it up against it, it securely, you'll feel it give and it securely fits in there. DNA 75C, just turn it on by clicking 5 times. Comes right on. And you see the Haze theme that he has loaded here, which is really fucking cool. So it gives you basically your, you can adjust the date like you can with any DNA device. There's no way to turn it on and off. That's one thing I don't like about DNA is you can't really turn it on and off. It just goes to sleep. I think there's a way that you can, but I don't know because I don't really use DNA 250, the 75Cs. I have a DNA 75, but I can't figure out how to turn that one off either. Got the Haze mod, and then it has your number, which is 029. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get that better for you. Might be the lighting. Yeah, there you go. Right here it says 029. Jai Haze, Haze mod. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's put something on this. Now, here's just, I'll just let you guys just look at this. Let me dress it up a little bit. I'm going to put the GT4 on it. And you'll get an idea what this looks like. The vape on this thing is excellent. It is just like anything you would expect with that Evo chip. All right, let's go down in there. And there we go. All right, unlock it, 5 clicks, 31 watts. What am I at? Yeah, that'll work. Turn it up. Ask you what coil you want to connect to. So if you've ever used a DNA device, you have to go through these menu options in order to fire it the first time. So let's do that. Yes. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. There you go. That's a much better picture. Now, the green screen I have is taking away from the screen there. It's blurring it out a little bit, but that's actually the Haze mod right there. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I love this thing. Now, for me, like, I'm not going to use this a whole lot, and the reason being is I just don't want to fuck it up. But for like just for a tool around the house or something like that. But a lot of time, it's going to spend back in its case, just because I was afraid. I saw a guy the other day who had broken his, and like literally, my heart broke for the guy. I literally was heartbroken for this gentleman who broke his, and I couldn't imagine. Doing that or it breaking after only having it for a week, after waiting so long to get one and then having that happen, really, really awful. I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I had made a little list of things that I actually wanted to mention about the mod. But yeah, just absolutely love it. All right, so now it's 5:30. I'm going to go into a build real quick. This build is going, thank you, Chessie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to go, Jai Haze in the house. What's up, Jai Haze? How you doing, man? Leave Jay a little admin love. What? It won't let me do your admin. Hold on, will it? No, it just says go to channel. That's weird. Wonder why I won't do that. Huh, I was going to make you an admin, Jay, but it won't let me do it. I don't know why. It doesn't give me the moderator thing. Maybe if I right click on it. That's weird as hell. I've never seen it do that. Now, maybe it's because you have a check by your name that you can't be a moderator or something, or maybe you already are. I don't know. Anyway, Jay, welcome, man. Thank you. So, Jay, without further ado, I'm going to try to impress you with my building ability while you're here. We're going to do, let's see, so this will be for the giveaway. This will be for the giveaway today. Why don't we do, see, I did 4 core yesterday. Why don't we do 3 core? We'll do the, I'll do 3-core square wire or 4-core square wire. That's what I'll do. That's a good vape. So 4-core square wire. We're going to decore 26 gauge. It's going to be all nichrome 80. So let me get this all set up. I need a 26 gauge decore. We're going to do all nichrome 80. Told me you were giving one away. Good. That is called clickbait, man. That, my friend, is clickbait. Hell no, I ain't giving. Dude, you know, it's funny because during the suicide prevention thing, everybody was getting all like, you know, into it and stuff, and it crossed my mind like, well, maybe I should like auction it off for like charity and stuff, but I just couldn't do it. I'm just not that good of a person, I guess. Like I was like, that's just too much, man. I can't do it. Of course, you know, I donated and stuff to the cause, and again, how awesome that was. That was just a fantastic cause, but I couldn't do that. Plus, I think my wife literally would kill me if I did that. Literally, kill me. She almost killed me for buying it. She's like, $500. It's like, I know, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. Like trying to tell her that something's like worth it with vaping stuff, she doesn't buy it all because I always do that. I'm like, it's worth it. You know, I pay a little extra, but it's always worth it, right? For her, like she was like, she's heard that story 100 times. And this time though, when I got it, and then I showed her the one auctioning yesterday for $1,400. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, yours is prettier than that one. I was like, I know. She's like, wow. I was like, I told you it's worth a lot of money, man. We were lucky to get it. All right. Husband is watching while he's at work. I watch so much YouTube at work. It's ridiculous. I actually had a talking to by my boss about watching YouTube at work. He was not happy about it at all. But I still do it. I just have to be a little bit more sneaky. I think I told you the story. I went to the prayer room. I went to the prayer room the other day, and I went in there to pray, like I always do, and I prayed that I would go to sleep, and I, of course, did go to sleep. Now, I don't know what happened, but my cover was blown because one of the managers came in there and was like, what are you doing? Nothing. It's this little bitty room, and I'm in there with my feet propped up, lights off. Comes walking in. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, is it not obvious what I'm doing? I'm praying, sir. Praying. Praying to God. Anyway, yeah, he busted me. I was like, you know what? I told him I was like, nothing. Because it was funny. I like woke up at the exact perfect time when he opened the door. So he did not know I was actually sleeping. Told my wife, I was like, so I don't think I can. Anyway, that being said, I think the prayer room is basically off limits now. I think I've worn out my prayer room welcome. All right, 26 gauge decor. Gonna do about 14 inches. 14 inches. That's got to be a sin. You know, people use it all the time for prayer, except for me. I do. Actually, part of my recovery, prayer meditation, or part of my recovery, I pray. I never got into the meditating now. Like my buddy one of my buddies I was in rehab with, he meditated, and he drank like 6 hours after he got out of fucking rehab. So I don't do that. I just do the praying. Hey, pockets her side. Yeah, you know, man, I'll tell you, it is, it's honestly the nicest mod I've ever bought, without question. And, I don't know. I just feel so lucky to have it. And that too, like, I got the one I wanted. Like, that's the one I wanted. And, it just looks so unique to me. So much, it wasn't like any of the other ones. And that's what really, really drew me to it. All right, let me get this back a bit. Cut this off. then we will wrap up that 4-core. I'm going to bring you guys to the helicopter view so you guys can watch me prep this 4-core, and then I'll wrap it up. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday today. My birthday, okay, so my birthday is coming up, but it's on YouTube, it's not, or on Facebook, it's not right. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, my birthday's not right. I don't put my real birthday on there. I don't think. I may have changed it, I can't remember. But it wasn't right forever. Oh my God, my wife's home, she's screaming at people. I can hear her upstairs screaming. Lord. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this all set up so I can see what I'm looking at. All right. I was wondering because it kept saying I had like 40 people in here. And I was like, what? 40 people? I just refreshed. I have 90. I was like, oh, that sounds better. All right. So we're going to use 0.3 square wire, 4-core. Grab it. There's 2. Oh, I know something I got to tell you guys. If you guys are interested in getting Twisted Messes Nichrome 80, 37 or 38 gauge, check out eBay. Has it right now wholesale price. You can get 2 500 feet reels of 37 gauge Nichrome 8 Twisted Messes for 24 bucks. So 12 bucks a piece. So typically 30 bucks a piece. So it is a fantastic deal. Guys, if you can, check it out. If you can afford it. I had some PayPal money, so I just went in and bought a couple of them because I don't have any 37 gauge. I have every gauge of wire except 37 gauge. I don't know why I never bought it. But so I wanted to get some 37 gauge just to do aliens and stuff with. All right. There we go. All right, so 4-core 0.3 alien. Take this out. I'm going to cut off about 18 inches. So straighten it out. Cut. There we go. Take 2 pieces. 18 inches. I'm just going to fold them over each other. And that will be my 4 cores. Stretch it out. All right. Now I'm telling you right now, this is my all-day vape. This build right here. I vape this more than I vape anything for the last probably 7 months. I know you guys hear me talk about it all the time. This build right here, this square wire is fucking amazing. It honestly vapes better than anything I've ever vaped. And I was vaping 28 gauge 4 cores for the longest time. But when I switched to these, I mean, and I can tell the difference because I have a couple RDAs that have round wire builds in them. And I can tell the difference immediately between vaping the square wire and vaping the round wire. It's completely different. The flavor, the ramp up, everything on it is just absolutely fantastic. All right, grab some 38 gauge there. Let me get some 0.5 ribbon. My wife is up there yelling at us. Like, can you guys hear her? She has all the kids coming over and the grandkids coming over for dinner tonight. Which is kind of cool because I don't have anything. I don't have to do shit tomorrow really, except go to the post office after I do the giveaway. Oh, for those of you who do not know, so we have a giveaway today. 60 mils of Adore liquid, 230 mils, and 2 sets of coils. One of those sets I'm making right now that will be given away at the end of the show. To enter that giveaway, I need you to put in a number in Monday's episode, which is the Vape at 5, number 155. Episode 155 of the Vape at 5. Put in a number between 1 and 150. here about, after I get done with this, this will take me about 10 minutes, we're going to do the drawing. So make sure you enter. All right. Take my 38 gauge. So now you'll look at how fucked up these all are, right? See how they're all bent every other way? Doesn't matter. All I got to worry about is keeping this part right here together. As long as I keep that together, keep that nice and flat, and keep them perfect, coming off there perfectly, that's all I have to do. Wrap this up. Cut it off. Take my fingers, run it down. Let's see here. All right, take your fingers down about an inch. Pull everything in line. And put 5 wrap on here. 4, 5. And cut it off. All right, so I got that together. Move that down just a touch. Put a little moisture on your fingers here just to kind of keep it together. Take a piece of 0.5 ribbon. Put it on here. I'm going to do 4 fairly loose wraps. Not super loose, but fairly loose. Push that down. Cut that off here. Cut that off here. All right. Pull that down. I'm actually going to push this one back. That one's a little too tight, so I'm just going to keep that one by the end there to keep it together. I'm going to put one more on here. Do this one just a little looser because I want it to be able to move fairly easy. I don't want it super tight. Getting ready to finish Making a Murderer 2 tonight on Netflix, which I'm really excited about. I got 2 more episodes left. And if you haven't seen it, it's a crime. It's basically about a guy who gets convicted of crimes that are trying to get him out of jail. Wife and I were talking about it last night, whether we think he's guilty or not. My wife vehemently thinks he is innocent. I am, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. I mean, I don't know. A lot of the theories that they're coming up with for him being framed just seem a little far-fetched. Like, I don't know. Just like the movement of blood from his house to like another place, and I don't know. I just seems a little bit far-fetched. I don't know if it's true or not, but they got this. If you've seen it, they have a 16-year-old kid that is actually an accomplice in the murder, and they put him in prison based on a confession. And it goes back to what we were saying yesterday about forced confessions and things like that, and you can just tell that it was a forced confession. He's just some 18-year-old kid who basically was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they got him to confess to the murder, but he is actually, if you haven't seen it, the kid is actually mentally challenged. Like, he's just not, you know, and he didn't have, at 16, he didn't have the capacity to be able to, like, understand what was happening during the interrogation. So they were like basically like giving him outs. Like, if he admitted to the crime and they made it sound like he would be able to go home. So he just kept admitting to things, and then he kept like giving the wrong story, and they kept dragging him back to like what happened. Like, for example, the police claim that the lady was killed in the carport or the garage that is away from the house. Well, he didn't know that because he wasn't there. So they're like, well, when she was shot in the head, he's like, so he didn't even know she was shot. And they're like, yeah. So when she was shot in the head, where was she shot at? And he's like, out in the yard. And they're like, well, but something happened in the garage. And he's like, yeah, it was right outside the garage. And they're like, well, no, something happened in the garage. What happened in the garage? Like, they keep pushing him to like admit that. It's pretty fucking weak. And it's actually kind of scary, because if that was your kid, like, I would have went fucking ballistic. Like, there have been some dead motherfucking cops in there, man. After seeing that video, I'd have been like, you fucking assholes. But they had to get his testimony in order to convict the other guy, because the other guy wasn't going to admit to nothing. And yeah, it's just really weird how it all plays out. And it does not, the way it's filmed, edited, it does not look good for the cops at all. It looks really bad, honestly. Not only that, but it just looks really bad for the judicial system in general. of just like the failure of that system. You know, it's a great system, but a lot of times it just doesn't make any sense how things are done. And so he's gone through like basically all his appeals pretty much trying to get this young kid out of jail. And they're still fighting it. The state is still fighting it. It's up in the federal courts. It's fucking crazy. Right, Charlie. They said he was killed in bed. It said she was killed in bed, but there was no blood splatter anywhere, and like the house was a wreck. So it's not like he would have cleaned it up. And he said that her throat was slit, and they're like, no, that's not right. You know, her throat wasn't slit. And he's like, oh, because that's not how she died. She died from a gunshot wound. So it's like, fuck. Yeah, pretty crazy. I watched that. I finished off the Hill House, which I thought was fantastic. If you guys haven't watched that, you gotta watch it. Hunting on Hill House is fantastic, wifey. You're gonna love it. It's fantastic. That's a really. It's actually scary. It legitimately, like, I'm not typically scared by watching horror films and stuff like that. Don't scare me really. Some of them, I watch some pretty crazy ones though, but like especially like paranormal ones don't scare me. That fucking scared me. It was pretty scary. I really enjoyed it. All right, bring this down so you guys can take a look, and we will put this 4-core together. So I'm gonna go moderately quick. I won't go super quick, but we're gonna go at a decent pace here. Get this done because I can hear the kids have just arrived. And I'm sure they're upstairs waiting on me to eat. So let's get this done. We'll do the giveaway and then we'll get out of here. Oops, wrong way. All right. God, Nichrome lace is so fucking nice. Okay, that looks beautiful so far. All right, let's move this down a little bit out of the way. We'll let her rip. Now you notice, again, I don't move my fuse hand at all. I got my fuse hand basically leading it just a little bit. Let's let it rip. Keep nice tension on the drill, pulled away from the swivel. My cat is playing with the decoy, you son of a bitch. And I fucked up right when he grabbed it. Bastard! Get out of here, Waylon Jennings. All right. All right, looking great so far. So this, I'm always excited when I send these out because I want you guys to vape like how I'm vaping a lot of times. And I'm telling you right now, this is pretty much all I vape, this build right here. All right, that looks good. Let's turn it back up. It's always exciting too to send to somebody who's never vaped square wire before and see what you think. I'm telling you, and you guys will fucking love it. Let's move you guys down a little bit. Move you guys down here so you can see what I'm doing. Almost done, guys. I got one coil done. Just got to do the other one. All right. Hey! Veronica! How you guys doing? Stop yelling! What are you guys yelling about? Lord. Alright, let's finish this up. Trying to do my show. Wife's upstairs yelling at my son. My son yesterday spent about an hour and a half telling us exactly what he was going to do with the $1.6 billion he was going to win in the lotto last night. At the end of him saying this, I thought to myself, I prayed to God. I asked God, literally, please do not let my son win this money. And as I predicted, the first thing he was going to buy was drive a truck with giant wheels into my driveway. So you got to be fucking kidding me. All right, that's plenty. Okay, we're done. Cut this off here. Cut it here. Should have about 8 inches. It's about 7. That's enough. All right, let's put this up here. All right, guys. So 5 minutes left for the giveaway. I tried to hurry for you guys. That looks pretty good. All right, I'll wrap that up. I will get that out tomorrow to whomever wins this giveaway. All right, grab my pad here. I got all the winners. I got a bunch of stuff going out tomorrow. You may be part of that list. All right. You may be part of this list of winners. Now, to enter, you had to put a number in Monday's episode between 1 and 150. Closest to number without going over will be the winner. Give you guys 1 more minute while I get set up here to do that. 103 for the Haze mod, says Juan. All right. Get the random number generator up here. Okay, 1 to 150. All right, we're ready. Now let me bring that episode up. They yell. Can you hear them yelling up there? Just yelling at each other. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. To go upstairs and deal with this bullshit. All right, shut this down. Okay, so let's go to grab this. And we'll go to Monday's episode so I can see. I'm going to bring up all the numbers so there's no more entries. Come on. Why are you not loading? Let's see if I can get there from here. There we go. I was going to say it would not open. There's Proby. All right. Okay, let me get all these numbers loaded up here. For some reason, my freaking computer is not loading shit. I don't know if YouTube's having problems. All right, I got them. So here we go. Closest number without going over, number between 1 and 150. I'm going to pull 3 times. Third number will be the winner. Closest number without going over will win. 68 is the first number. Second number is 35. And the final and winning number is 67. 67. All right, let's take a look and see who won. Get to the top here. All right, 47, Coil Addict Jordan. It's our leader, 47. 56, Andrew Taylor. 56. 56. Damn, Merle 68. Merle, didn't you just do that? Off by 1, man. Sorry. I got 56. 88. 59. Bill McCurry, 59 is our leader. 59. I don't see any 66. There we go. Hippie Vapes, 66. I don't think anybody's going to beat that. Nope. Hippie Vapes, you won, dude. Hippie Vapes, you have to contact me on Instagram. Same name, BlackcatWhiteface. Send me your shipping address, wherever you want it shipped to, and I will get that out to you tomorrow. You're going to get 30 mils of Adore liquid and 2 sets of coils made live for you on the Vaping Farm. Write that down so I remember. Hippie Vapes. Adore Wednesday. Hippie Vapes. All right, guys. So, as you know, I will be out of town tomorrow and on Friday. So there will be no Vape at 5 the next 2 days. I'll be back Monday with a new featured builder, which is, I believe it is Vapori. So Vapori is our new builder, our featured builder next Monday. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a fucking great week. We'll be right back into the flow of things. I need a couple of days off. I think I've done, what have I done? Like over 150 shows in a row. So I'm ready for a little break. Looking forward to it. I really appreciate everybody showing up today and watching me show off the Haze mod. It's awesome. I appreciate you guys showing up. Check it out. I know you're probably jealous, and I would be too. It's okay. Awesome, man. Hey, Bearded Dragon, how you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. Glad you are here, sir. Bearded Dragon works at a vape shop that's pretty much not near my house. I actually live north of that. The vape shop in my town sucks ass, but he works at a really, really good one in Dublin, Ohio, that I go to when I'm actually down there. It's the best vape shop that we have in Columbus, I think. But yeah, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Freddie, how you doing? How much do you have to pay to win? Freddie, it is $25 to win. Send to me on PayPal. You, sir, will be winning every week. Hippie doesn't have, you mean IG? All right, Hippie, if you don't have IG and you're watching this, what I need you to do is email me at the email blackcatwhiteface1@gmail.com. So send me an email to that with your address and everything, and I'll get it out to you. I don't have another way for you to contact me. I mean, you can't put your address and things into the comments, because then everybody would see it. So, yeah, you can email me, and I'll get it out to you. Is he on here? Hey, Lime Dog, how you doing, man? You too, Merle. You're welcome, Charlie. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Love you guys. I will see you on Monday. Tonight on YouTube's, you have Heavy Metal Vapor will be on at 9 o'clock. And then you have Golf T Vapes on at 10:30. Jump in there. I'll be in the chats. I'll see you guys there. As I will tomorrow in some chats. I'm sure I'll see you. And then Friday and Saturday I won't, because I will be making sweet love to my wife in our little vacation romantic getaway. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a fantastic night. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. I will see you Monday on the Vaping Fine.